Hello, my name is Gene Kistler. I live here at the New River Gorge and serve as a board member for New River Alliance of Climbers, the local climbing advocacy organization, and also as a regional coordinator for the Access Fund. We are standing at the base of the tattoo wall at Bubba City in the New River Gorge, one of the top 3 or 4 most used crags. And the reason we're here is because there's a lot of impact, there's an inadequate trail. The increased use really demands a real trail. And the Access Fund Traveling Conservation Team, led by Dave Montgomery, will be arriving here in a couple of weeks, 2 or 3 weeks. And we're trying to pull together a project so we can take advantage of them being here. They're going to be here for about 10 days for the first time, do work. And we appreciate the Access Fund putting these guys on the road. And we continue to have fun expanding the partnership between the Access Fund and NRAC. So we're going to walk up here and take a look at the trail. So we've moved down the crag just a little bit towards the gully where the trail exits, takes you back out to the power line, which takes you out to the road. And the bottom of this gully is quite steep. And what we're looking at in front of us is a fall line trail section that if it was wet would be quite slippery and is eroding and quite inadequate. So Kenny, camera guy, is he and I have been out here looking at possible alternative routes, and if you look across this gully, what we've come up with is a series of 5 switchbacks that would get you up to some very low slope terrain. And we're going to take a look further up the slope. Okay, we've moved up about 200 feet up the trail. And this is where perhaps another traverse would come to a second switchback here. And you can see a couple of things. There's lots of rock here, there's lots of material to build with. The other thing is there's a stream over on my left, which we would work to avoid. The plan is to ask the National Park Service what they think of this. They bought this land well after this trail was here, long after climbing began here, and we're hoping that perhaps it would be considered a maintenance repair, rerouting this to eliminate this erosion. So that's what this video in part is hopefully going to help with. We're now right up at the top of this last part of this steep section before it begins to ease up and will be dealt with in the future. This is the worst of it, and the hope is that the Access Fund team will come here, and I hear they like to do rock work, and they will help us get this project started. And stay tuned for more trail improvement. Hey, here we are at the top of the Standstonia Gully, where the trail into Tattoo Wall in Bubba City drops in off of Wild Rock property. Here's the boundary, and this is the worst section of the trail. Is just sort of ironically starts right here at the boundary and goes to the bottom of the crag. In the future, the top of this will probably continue up this drainage, but at the current time the trail goes up on this high ground and goes out to power line. And so the idea is to improve, actually kind of create a trail, even though there's sort of a trail here from here down, and avoid the creek and work with the Park Service to address any other concerns getting down this gully. I would say from here to the bottom of the cliff is 200 yards. How far, Kenny? 600 feet, 800 feet?
Yep, sounds right.
Yeah, probably 800 feet down. And this is the Standstonia Trail at Bubba City to the Tattoo Wall. That's it.